What is up, everybody? It is Craig, and I'm back, and I'm doing something a lot of people are doing, and you can turn it on and go, oh, that's some BS. Why do I got to hear your opinion? And you don't, but I got one, and I'm gonna give it. Halloween, the remake, not the Rob Zombie, the new Bloomhouse, the remake. Everyone's super excited. Me too, was super excited. Even though you started hearing the stuff they said, like you heard they said, well, it's gonna pick up after part one, like 40 years later. We heard that, but we didn't process what that meant. And I was on Joe's House of Horror yesterday. I was responding to a comment, and it's like something about, well, if you're ignoring everything after part one, then maybe he's not immortal. And we just saw the preview. I just saw the preview. It had today. Some of you probably saw it this morning. I actually saw it a few hours ago. I'm just filming this now. If you, according to the preview and what it looks like, is Halloween, the next Halloween takes place some 40 years later. During that time, Michael Myers was in some maximum security super prison. Yet during the whole time he was away, Laurie was preparing for him to come back. Which is some weird PTSD type stuff going on, especially considering he only attacked her that night. And what do you mean he only attacked her that night? He attacked her in the hospital, and he attacked her kid she left behind, Danielle Harris. And I know that's not canon necessarily. Or she attacked the maid show. No, none of that ever happened. So if none of that ever happened, a couple of her friends were killed, woman was attacked, the assailant was shot, captured, put to jail. For 40 years, she was experiencing waiting for him to come back. I can't wait to kill him. You don't hold the grudge like that for 40 years. You don't have that fear for 40 years, given the context. Now you might say, well, then Craig, you're wrong, because that's her brother. It's a weird familial thing. You don't get it. No. I listen, and if you listen to the trailer, not her brother. They got rid of that part. So, oh no, that's just a myth. So if it's just a myth, he's back to being a normal psycho, which is, why is he so obsessed on her? Why is he going to come 40 years later and like, well, I'm free now. Let me find a way to get there. Why do those jerk-offs show up with his mask? Hey, crazy guy, I want you to see his mask, see how you react to. Why is he even relevant 40 years later? Like, I love the slashers. I love bad movies. I do. I can't tell you the number of bad movies I watch regularly, and some of them I really enjoy, so yay. I'm by far a movie snob. However, when they build up something a lot, like, oh, this is going to be so amazing, and then you don't realize how much canon they get rid of. Guess what? Michael Myers isn't a super villain, isn't immortal anymore. He's a regular guy. No, he's not. He survived those gunshots in part one. He did, but so did 50 Cent. Okay? He was shot, Michael Myers was shot 3 times? 50 Cent, I think, was shot 8. You can survive gunshots. Well, no, he got shot in the eye. No, that happened in part 2. So he wasn't shot in the head. So he's just a normal guy. And this normal guy is so terrifying to her that she needs to prepare. And you see that little scene where the island in the kitchen in the video trailer moves over, and she's got like some basement, which I'm assuming is some John Wick type shit down there. Okay, which is another thing. Come on. If you're that terrified, and I guess maybe terrified is the word because they're using her as empowered, but you wouldn't have someone be just that super empowered for 40 years. Okay? Resiliency wears off. 40 years, she's like, did he get out today? Okay, no, okay. What about today? Now? Is he out now? Like, it doesn't make sense she'll be able to live her life. Doesn't make any sense. None of it makes sense. Here's what we got. Jamie Lee Curtis, who everyone loves. The icon Michael Myers, everyone loves. But the way this story looks like it's going to play out, we have an old man hunting down an old woman. Old man hunting down an old woman. That's not a superhuman man, just an old man. Maybe he's fit. Maybe in prison he gets to work out. I don't know. This is sort of like... I'm not going to say it's... I don't know. It looks to me like it could be as damaging to a franchise as House's Cloverfield 2 was. How it ruined part 1. So if all of a sudden everything we know about Michael is like, oh yeah, well that's, you know, you ever see like Flashpoint and the alternate realities and was it the Megaverse? No, the something verse, the multiverse. Well, this is sort of like a multiverse thing. So the Michael you know doesn't exist, huh? How? I don't get it. Will I see it? I will. I'm a horror movie. I promise you this, though. I'm not going to see it in the theaters. It was for me a get to the theaters as soon as you can type thing, and then I saw the trailer and everything they sort of tricked around with it, and it's not anymore. So, how do you feel? Do you think am I gonna get a lot of hate for this? And as oh, you'll just give it a chance. It's a movie. Or do you agree with me? I don't know. There's just something about him not being immortal anymore, and it being a 40-year-old grudge on both sides. Yet there's no more reason for the grudge because it's not a family thing anymore. Whereas family, at least I could see some section. Anyway, I don't know. Comments down below. This is something I'd be curious about. Thanks for checking out my video if you did. If you didn't, who wants to hear me rant anyway? Have a good one.